Hey, it's such a nice day, isn't it? Do you want to go for a walk? Oh, I know, the weather is so nice, isn't it? Yeah, we can go if you want. Oh, no, don't worry then, it's fine. No, I just said we can. Yeah, I know, it's just you said that we can if I want. Yeah, like if you want to go, we can.
Rejection sensitive dysphoria is one of the most frustrating things about having ADHD or autism, and this can lead to self-sabotage, isolation, and sometimes even addiction. So when you struggle with RSD, this means that you're going to do your best to avoid rejection at all costs because this is so painful. And it takes you back to your childhood years when you first felt rejection and you realize how awful of a feeling it was. And you'll do anything to not feel that thing again. So if you struggle with RSD, you could find yourself pinpointing certain details of what people say, and then you'll pick out certain things because you don't want to feel like a burden. So if you hear something, you're not sure if somebody doesn't want you to come over, or you think that in the back of your head, they want you to come over, but they don't want you to stay for too long, you may read too much into it. You may overthink. So if there's a possibility that you could be rejected, you're going to just avoid that rejection altogether by saying, oh, it's all good. It's all good. I know you said I can come over if I want, but I have something else to do today. And this is a common thing when you're talking to people. Oh, come over if you like, or let's go fishing if you like. Neurotypicals say things and they'll add words that could be just filler words. Sometimes people do say, come over if you'd like, and they want that ambiguity to be there to confuse you. But a lot of times neurotypicals just say things and they just throw in words. And we'll read too much into it because we just want to make sure that we're wanted. I just want to make sure that I'm invited here and like you want me to stay. And I'm just trying to make sure. I'm just trying to make sure. When you have this attitude and this mindset and you want to accomplish things in life, it's going to be difficult because the likelihood of rejection is high with a lot of new things that we do. So in order to succeed, actually, you have to fail. So you have to feel that rejection. You have to feel that visceral feeling within your gut where you realize that you failed at a certain thing, or that maybe somebody didn't want you, or you were broken up with. It's very difficult to deal with all of these feelings. So when you see that there's a chance that you could be rejected, you'll put yourself to the side. You'll isolate. You may self-sabotage a relationship that's going great, but a couple of things were said and you're not sure if they really want you, and you just want to be sure of this thing. And you can't be sure of relationships. You can't be sure of too much in life, actually. But we need to have a 98, 99% chance of something succeeding. That's how we feel at baseline most times before we pursue a certain thing. Another thing that RSD can lead to is addiction. What do we experience when we do drugs? Euphoria, or sometimes nothing. And that is the point. You do drugs to numb yourself because you don't like how you're feeling. So instead of being in this current reality, you want to be in a different reality. And in that different reality that you've created for yourself, you don't have to feel these intense feelings of rejection. So if rejection is likely something that you're going to do, or you've been dealing with a lot of rejection and you don't like the way that that feels, you may turn to substances to make you feel a certain type of way because the feeling of rejection is so difficult to deal with. So that's why it's so important to identify the fact that you may be dealing with RSD and that you have this relationship with rejection. And over time, you can work at it. And as you put yourself out there and as you withstand more and more rejection, we don't have to go for the big rejection right away. Let's start small. Let's start by talking to somebody at the grocery store. And if they ignore us, okay, small rejection. Let's start by complimenting somebody in their shoes. And normally people would be happy and they'd smile and they would reciprocate. But assuming they don't, okay, all right, this is a small rejection, cool. I experienced a rejection. I'm still alive. Everything is okay. And over time, we're going to build this thing called resilience. And as we become more resilient, we get closer to our goals.